All month long, we're celebrating Black history and culture, and we're finding areas of our community working to become more inclusive.
Mary Bear found a young African-American horse rider sitting tall in the saddle with a pretty inspiring message, Mary.
Exactly. I love telling this story. So tonight we're stepping into the boots of this young equestrian who is showing us the color of your skin doesn't matter when it comes to success in the saddle.
She's only 11, but Miah Young has found her passion in life. She'd rather be here at the barn than pretty much anywhere else. Once she's in the saddle, she's on top of the world.
What's going through your mind when you are jumping her?
Being free.
Freedom. With the reins in her hands, balancing as Primrose the paint canters on.
What wakes us up in the morning? Horse shows. When we're, like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, the televisions are all on. You know, the dressage shows and the jumping shows.
With countless shows this young rider has won, this is just a fraction of her awards. Miah has her parents to thank for helping feed her passion.
My mom and dad inspired me because they told me about their horses.
Paying for lessons like this one with Jane Steen, one of her 4 trainers, outfitting her and the horse she rides and getting her to competitions where Miah takes over.
Because she's responsible for the horse, especially at shows and when she comes to to do her lessons. She's responsible for the horse from the time she gets there until the time that she leaves. So she really does everything by herself.
Miah's parents say she made it clear early on that she would be a horsewoman, not just a rider, but a serious competitor. She even opened up her own bank account, saving up to buy her own horse.
I've gotten all the way to 600.
That's fantastic. How are you doing that?
I'm doing that by my birthdays, my good grades, and Christmas.
But as free as this young equestrian feels while riding, she'd like to see something change at the horse shows where she competes and makes friends.
The one thing that needs to change is more Black riders.
And how do you think that can happen?
By me showing.
Miah says it makes her happy to know she's helping raise awareness that competitive riding needs to be more diverse.
When we go to shows, we don't see many African Americans. Actually, we've been at shows and we've seen no African Americans. We've ridden at barns and we don't see any African Americans. And I wish that there were more African Americans involved in the sport because it is a beautiful sport. It really is.
Derry Lassiter Young says it may be a cultural reason why there aren't more Black competitors, a lack of exposure, or a financial barrier.
Especially if you are competing. If you're just riding at a barn, however, it's not that expensive. It's no more expensive than any other sport, I would say.
And Miah's dad, Jeremiah, thinks change is on the way.
Like Formula One and Lewis Hamilton and the Williams sisters and tennis and, I can go on and on. But we're exposed and we're doing it. I think that exposure on both sides, I think that will make a world of a difference.
Both parents have long loved horses, but they had no idea their daughter would be so driven to ride. And now sharing a message for other young equestrians of color.
I want to say keep up what you're doing and also try your best.
Always try your best. This Palmer Catholic Academy honor roll student also looks forward to a career as an equine veterinarian. Her future's bright. Her parents are also so proud. She's happy to show everyone winners come in every color. Joy?
Well, Mary, we heard her answer. Well, do her parents have any thoughts about how the sports could gain more Black competitors?
You know what? They told me that they've tried to acquaint other African Americans with horses, and some did get interested, but it isn't for everyone. Miah's mom, though, suggested that stables and riding clubs hold Black History Month events or find other ways to expose African Americans to horseback riding through outreach and definitely starting young. It's such a healthy sport for kids. It teaches discipline, responsibility, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you can see the fun that she had in those photos in the video you showed as well. Thank you, Mary.